Hi, I'm Joe Connolly with another business owner who used to have a big job at a big company who left that to do something that he enjoys more. Now, Ariel Barbouth of Nuchas is doing great in the food business.
I'm from Argentina, and in Argentina we eat a lot of empanadas, but this is New York, this is not Argentina, so trying to come to New York to just do what they do in my country wasn't really what I wanted, because I moved here because I love food from everywhere. That's kind of what brought me back to New York and not another city. And an empanada is really, this format is from Argentina, but it's from everywhere. So I really call them handheld foods. Also, empanadas are hard to pronounce. The word empanadas is not so easy. So we're in the handheld food business. We happen to make great empanadas.
Now, where do you sell these? Do you have a storefront?
Yes, so we have our first kiosk. We open in Times Square. We're literally right next to the ticket office right now, by the stairs. So you will see us there. You can come have a beer, wine, and eat some empanadas. We have another kiosk on 32nd and 6th. We have a food truck, and we have 2 carts. And we're in the process of opening 2 more kiosks.
How did you, as a new businessman, get into Times Square?
So the Times Square was a hard one. And I think it was we had a great product. We have a great brand. And we had no sales at the time. And there was an RFP. There was a bid, request for proposals. And over 70 different concepts presented themselves and competed for those 4 locations. And we really had something different. At the time, we were offering fresh baked handheld foods of the world in the middle of Times Square. So we are baking from scratch in the middle of Times Square, great ingredients, great product, and a really portable option. So essentially, this is your meal. You eat the wrapper, you walk with the wrapper, it was perfect.
You baked in the kiosk in Times Square as well?
We baked yes, in the kiosk in Times Square. We've been doing that since 2011.
And do you still bake there to supply the other locations, or is that in the kitchen?
No. So we actually have so we opened Times Square, then the New York Business Development Corporation gave us a loan, which was amazing, that really allowed us to grow. We opened a food truck, and now that we have the food truck and the kiosks, then we open another kiosk with another loan from New York Business Development Corporation with an SBA guarantee. So we have 2 loans, we're growing, we have Times Square. Now we need our own kitchen. So we ended up buying a 8,000 square feet facility in North Bergen, where we now produce all the products for all the locations. Now we're USDA certified. A lot of our business is coming from, I would say, most of the high-end supermarkets in New York City carry our products, not with our brand, but if you see empanadas, there's a good chance that they're ours.
Or without your name?
Without our name.
Why go into wholesale where the margins are even smaller, or are they not? Maybe the margins are better in wholesale.
So they're both. It gets tougher in wholesale, so as the competition really comes in, it starts getting lower margins. But there's nobody really doing the product the way we were doing it, so it's an opportunity. And also, as we purchase this big facility, now we find the need to bring it to capacity faster. So either we open 30 locations or 20 locations, or we start bringing some wholesale, which is really good business. And I've always wanted to actually have our products. The dream was to have our own brand, but it was also in the long term to be able to pick up something frozen at the supermarket and take it home and bake it for you, for your kids, because it's the perfect vehicle. It's so convenient.
So they pay you and they want to put their name on it, just out of their pride. That's why they want to do that?
Essentially. They are not, for one, if you brand your own product, there's a whole other set of requirements. So if you have your own brand of, let's say, frozen empanadas, you will need to probably pay slotting fees. You then get into a lot of marketing things that, they're great, but you really need to know what you're doing, and you got to do it at the right time. So we're going to go that way, but that would probably be next year.
Interesting. So your costs are much lower if you put their name on it.
It's their product. They actually want to have empanadas, so everybody's actually looking for empanadas, and the timing is right. So we're really growing, literally maybe 500% next year or more. It's just insane. We can't keep up with production. It's amazing. We get more people. It's hard to hire, but growth is really out of control. As much as I love our brand, I love working with other people and helping other people. So sitting down with people that have done this in the past and listening to them, trying their products, sharing experience. So I like it all. I like opening a new store. I like hiring and sort of building culture in our own company and trying to really bring the spirit of what we do, because it's not about selling, but it's really about why you're doing what you're doing.